All right, the time has come where I'm gonna start having to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, which I thought that I was doing a pretty good job at until I moved up here and like I saw runners running outside and it's negative 20 degrees outside and it's negative 20 degrees outside and it's negative 20 degrees outside. So today I'm about to do my first run below 0 degrees and go ahead and start getting my body acclimated to the weather up here. It is February 14th. My vlog for driving to Alaska is about to come soon, so I'll have a sneak peek to that at the end of this video so you can have an idea of what to expect for that video. It's gonna be great. You all were with me the entire way, going from Georgia all the way up here to the Arctic, so I have a lot of stuff that I'm gonna cover in that video. But for right now, I gotta get it in, I gotta run. It is currently 1500, so 3 o'clock p.m. up here. I still got a little bit of daylight, so I'm about to go ahead and knock out, a couple miles and see how I feel. So when running outside up here, a lot of people wear these. They're almost like cleats, and what it does is it provides basically traction on like the ice and the snow and stuff like that, so you're not like slipping around because it gets messy out here and you're not always running on just pavement. As a matter of fact, you're rarely gonna be running on just pavement. So you have to put these on the bottom of your shoes, and I've walked around in them. I haven't ran yet, so this is gonna be the first time I ran in them, so we're gonna see how much traction I actually get with running. All right, so next up I got this Bolly. It's a piece of equipment that covers like your ears and your neck area. It's made of like this, I guess kind of like cotton material. I'm not sure what it's made of, but it keeps you warm. And it can cover your nose and your mouth as well. And then I put my beanie on top of it just to like, keep my head pretty warm. Cause I mean, your head has to stay warm whenever you're out in these extreme temperatures. I wore the Bolly around on post yesterday when I was running around doing errands and stuff like that. And it kept me pretty warm. So I know it's gonna do just as well, when I run, but I'm about to find out how well it will actually do. And then the last thing I have is my gloves, cause you gotta keep your hands, of course, warm. Oh man, we got some lights on. Alright. Probably got snot coming out of my nose. That was rough, if I do say so. That was, man. Hold on, give me a second. I know that run was pretty shitty. And kick all this stuff. I don't have any furniture in here right now, so I'm about to pop a squat on the floor. I'm starting to get stuff, over time. But I'm pulling up now the run that I just did. I know for a fact that wasn't good because I kind of heard it whenever I finished. So I did 1 mile at an 8:52 pace. All right, now I want to talk about this run first, because if you know me, that's not how I normally run at all, especially doing only 1 mile. I mean, that's nothing. There were a few things contributing to the fact why I didn't run as well as I normally did. And as a runner, you have to be able to understand these things so that you know for a fact that you're not degressing, because a lot of people will, run a lot slower than their normal pace, especially if they haven't been running, a lot lately, and, they'll get discouraged. But number one, I'm in a completely different climate than, Georgia. When I was running in Juneau, I was running on the treadmill, which, was indoors, so it wasn't that bad. But running out here, outside in the element, like it's completely different than running, on the flatlands of Fort Gordon in Georgia. So it's completely different. So you have to be able to get used and acclimated to this change in climate, as well as, running in negative temperatures. So my first time running in negative temperatures, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't want to push it too much, just because, I felt like, I don't know, I was nervous. I didn't know how my body would adjust to the cold weather. I didn't want to, go out there, just flying and sprinting and then, end up something happening or whatever. As well as, my first time running on ice and, snow. That was completely different. So with like those, I guess, cleats or whatever you call them that you put on the bottom of your shoes, it actually felt pretty good. I didn't really notice much of a difference than, running on regular pavement, which is actually a really, really good thing for me. It was a very short run, so I didn't, take those, shoes out, on a normal 3 or 4 mile long run. But It was something to get used to, for sure. But I had good traction, which, I was very happy about. What else? Those were like, the main things. Running in like the cold temperatures. My hands, they were starting to get pretty cold. So when I go out there again, probably tomorrow I'm going to wear some thicker gloves just so, my hands aren't just, freezing. Other than that, I feel like I'm ready to pick it up just a little bit tomorrow. So I'm going to slowly, get back in the rhythm of not only running, but running in cold weather, extreme cold weather actually, and getting my body used to that so I can continue training.
Yeah.